Sometimes all we need is a catalyst to achieve our goals. A quote by Okpe. Chapter 6. It's a goal! Rinse and repeat. Phrase. The predictable repetition of events. On some days I wake up but want to stay in bed. I throw the covers over my face and call for my mommy because what is this adult life? On such days, all I just want to do is adjust my retirement plans to take effect immediately. Yet I have to wake up early, brush my teeth, grab a quick breakfast and enter the Lagos grind. Then I nod my dozing head through the traffic or bob it to the music playing on the radio as I struggle to stay awake. A few hours later, I will be at my desk, typing and typing love letters to you. After a few taps, clicks, and swipes, I'd run to the kitchen to take a break, have lunch, and get back to work. More taps and clicks, a few meetings, and before you know it, I'm in a taxi back home to begin the cycle again tomorrow. Rinse and repeat. I'm not complaining. I really enjoy my job. Only with this rinse and repeat exercise, this routine just got me thinking. How long would we live like this? Wake up, go to work, come back. Not long, honestly. It's not sustainable. Because whether or not you like your job, after a while, we all have to retire. And our once busy schedules will wind down. Even if we don't want to stop working, our bodies will gradually slow down and force us to press stop. Are you prepared for that time? Do you have retirement plans or your plan is to wing it? I did a little research earlier about this because I had to figure out why footballers and celebrities go broke after retirement. I'll share my findings with you briefly. We often hear not so good stories of former football stars, many of whom we expect to be doing much better than they currently are. They truly lived a rich life and now just get by with whatever their hands find. Footballers earn a lot at the peak of their careers and retire earlier than other jobs. Then what? Rather than live in luxury, many struggle to make ends meet. Why? Many footballers forget that the large sums they make while in the game are meant to last the rest of their lives, even more so because they retire earlier than the average person. They have to be more strategic in planning their finances for retirement. You may not be a football star or a musician, but this affects you too. It affects everyone as time waits for no man. The big question you may have now is, how much should I save for retirement? The answer is not as simple and straightforward as I would have loved it to be because there are many factors to consider which are uncertain at this time. However, the most significant one is age. At what age do you plan to retire? Of course, things may not end up being this way, but it would make it easier to set a target and monitor your milestones and progress in general. The statutory retirement age for Nigerian public sector workers is 60 years, or after 35 years of unbroken active service. Outside of this, you're the decider of your retirement age, and when that age comes, how much should you have? As a rule of thumb, I recommend having 8 times your annual pre-retirement income in savings by age 60. This number may seem scary, but it doesn't have to be. That is why we have milestones which you can monitor along the way. So let's take a look at the age versus the retirement savings factor. At 30 years, you should have the equivalent of your annual income saved. 35 years, 2 times. 40 years, 3 times. 45 years, 4 times. 50 years, 6 times. 55 years, 7 times. And 60 years, 8 times. Based on this rule of thumb, at age 30, if your annual income is 5 million naira, you should have saved at least 5 million naira in your retirement fund. That's your annual income. At age 40, if your annual income is 10 million naira, you should have at least 30 million naira in retirement savings. That is 3 times your annual income. At age 50, if your annual income is 20 million naira, you should have 120 million naira in savings. That is 6 times your annual income. And at age 60, if your annual income has increased to 30 million naira, you should have 240 million naira in your retirement fund if you want to maintain your pre-retirement lifestyle. It may seem like a lot of money to have saved by that time, but that's why you need to start now. Whether or not you save towards it, retirement will still come. So what do you plan to do? And when it does, would you rather compromise on your comfort and convenience because you can no longer afford them? Definitely not for me. Retirement is a goal. It's a long-term goal you need to plan way ahead for. This is something I think about almost every day when I'm stuck in the hustle and bustle of Lagos. How long would it be like this? When the time comes, where do we go from here? Anyone that does not have a retirement plan is basically living on the edge. If that's you, bestie, you need to fix up real quick. Love, Okpe.